November 22nd, 1963. It began like another political visit. The President of the United States arrived in Dallas, Texas, greeted by cheering crowds and flashing cameras. The atmosphere was optimistic. The nation was prosperous, and few people could have imagined that within hours, history would change forever. What happened that afternoon shocked America, stunned the world, and sparked decades of questions that continues to this. Who was responsible? Could it have been prevented? And why does the assassination of President John F. Kennedy remain one of the most debated events in modern history? This is the story of the day America lost its president and the mystery that followed. In 1961, John Fitzgerald Kennedy became the 35th President of the United States. Young, charismatic, and energetic, Kennedy represented a new generation of leadership. To millions of Americans, he embodied hope. His administration inspired many with promises of progress, innovation, and national unity. Alongside his wife, Jacqueline Kennedy, and their young children, the Kennedy family became a symbol of a new era. But beneath the optimism, America faced growing challenges. The Cold War was intensifying, nuclear tensions were rising, and the world stood closer than ever to catastrophe. The early 1960s were among the most dangerous years in human history. The United States and the Soviet Union had competed for global power. Both possesses enough nuclear weapons to destroy civilization many times over. In 1962, the Cuban Missile Crisis brought the world to the brink of a nuclear war. For 13 tense days, humanity waited. Many feared that a single strike could trigger global destruction. Kennedy's leadership during this crisis earned him praises around the world. Yet his decision also created powerful enemies and fierce political opposition. As the 1964 election approached, Kennedy prepared to strengthen support across the country. One of those campaign stops would take him to Dallas, a decision that would become historic. On the morning of November 22nd, President Kennedy arrived in Dallas, Texas. The trip was intended to unite political supporters ahead of the upcoming election. Crowds gathered. Many brought cameras, others brought their families. People lined the streets hoping for a glimpse of the president. The mood was positive. The skies were clear. Everything appeared normal. As Kennedy's motorcade left downtown Dallas, thousands waved from the sidewalks and buildings. No one knew they were witnessing the final moments of a presidency. Shortly after noon, the presidential motorcade enters Dealey Plaza. The vehicle slowed as they approached a sharp turn. Spectators smiled and waved. Then chaos erupted. Within moments, shots rang out. Confusion spread intensely. People ran for cover. Others froze in shock. Witnesses struggled to understand what had happened. The president has been critically wounded. The motorcade accelerated towards the hospital. News spread rapidly throughout Dallas. Within minutes, the entire nation will be watching. As reports emerged from Dallas, uncertainty gripped the nation. Millions gathered around the televisions and radios. At 1 p.m. local time, President John F. Kennedy was pronounced dead. The announcement stunned the country. Schools paused. Businesses stopped. Many Americans would remember exactly where they were when they heard the news. For generations, it became a defining moment, a moment frozen in memory. Investigators quickly searched for answers. Attention soon focused on a former U.S. Marine named Lee Harvey Oswald. Authorities linked him to a building overlooking the motorcade route. Within hours, he was arrested and questioned. Yet the question only multiplied. Who was Oswald? What were his motives? Had he acted alone? Or was there more to the story? The investigation had only begun. In the months that followed, official investigations sought to determine exactly what happened. The Warren Commission concluded that Oswald acted alone. For many Americans, however, doubt remained. Witnesses' accounts differed. Questions about evidence continued to emerge. Over the decades, countless books, documentaries, and investigations revisited the case. Some supported the official findings, others challenged them. The result was one of the most enduring mysteries in American history. More than 60 years later, the assassination of John F. Kennedy continues to fascinate historians and the public alike. New generations study the events. Researchers continue examining the documents. Questions persist. But beyond the mystery lies the larger truth. The assassination changed America. It altered politics. It transformed public trust. And it marked the end of a unique chapter in American history. History remembers many leaders, but few deaths have left such a profound impact as that of John F. Kennedy. The questions remain, the debates continue, and the mystery endures. Because on a clear afternoon in Dallas, history changed forever.